This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is Castle Meadow. The next stop is Anglia Square. The next stop is Wingfield Road. The next stop is Pengrove. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is Man Edgerton. The next stop is Helsdon Tesco. The next stop is New Hindford Phone Box. The next stop is Stratton Strawless. The next stop is Marsham, the Green. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is Aylsham Tesco. The next stop is Aylsham Marketplace. The next stop is High Noon Road. The next stop is Alby Craft Centre. The next stop is Roton New Inn. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is 6 Acres Caravan Park. The next stop is Cromer, the Avenue. The next stop is Suffield Park Post Office. The next stop is Cromer Hospital. The next stop is Cromer Travel Hub. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is East Runton, Wyndham Park. The next stop is West Runton Post Office. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is Beeston Regis, Britain's Lane. The next stop is Sheringham, Brook Road. The next stop is Sheringham, the Fishmonger's Tavern. The next stop is Sheringham Tesco. This is an X44 service to Sheringham. The next stop is Railway Approach. This is a 44 service to Holt. The next stop is Sheringham, Cooper Road. The next stop is Bodham Church. The next stop is Bodham High School. The next stop is Beach Close. This is a 44 service to Holt. The next stop is Holt Rail Station. The next stop is Gresham School. The next stop is Holt Bus Shelter. The next stop is King's Court Nursing Home. The next stop is Robin Close, where this bus terminates. All change at the next stop, please. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when you leave the bus. Thank you for traveling with Sanders Coaches.